Just like that, deadrop's over. So as you can see by what's shown on the screen, Midnight Society has officially shut down. Deadrop is no longer a thing. And I thought about releasing a heavily edited video that, shows the progress from, the very first snapshot all the way to where we are with Founders Test right now, but I figure it's just better for me to kind of speak authentically and just from the heart, I guess. When the Founders Program was first announced, I thought there was no way that I was going to be accepted. I thought there was no chance that some random dude in Kentucky had a chance at being accepted, but I was. And so it was really exciting, but still didn't know a lot about what this game was going to be and all that. I was just kind of a fan of Doc at that time. And so that summer of 22, I ended up losing my mom. At the same time, that Founders Program was kind of starting to take off. The LA event, the very first event, was just a month or two after my mom passed. So at that time, I was really searching for community and searching for just a belonging, to be honest, because my mom was my absolute hero and I just didn't really have much of a vision past her passing, And so I got to meet a lot of great people in this community, a lot of great friends, and a few people from this community have become almost more than friends. They're almost family to me. And I think that's the best thing that's came about this whole process, right? This whole Founders Program is that I found a lot of great friends and I found a community to vent to relate to celebrate with, to mourn with. And I'm so thankful to know these people and have these friendships, these relationships that are, hopefully lifelong. Now, to the developers of Deadrop, Midnight Society, man, what are the words, right? A lot of people just lost their job. I hate to say it because the writing was kind of on the wall. Once they cut ties with Doc, half the studio got cut after that. Writing was kind of on the wall. Like, there's no way around that. You can be as positive as you want, but still in the back of your mind, you're like, man, this really doesn't look good for the future, And I don't even know the words. I don't know, man. I've only lost my job once in my life and I was a teenager. At that point, it's like, who cares? But these people, they have families, might have kids. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. A lot of those developers that are still with Midnight Society or previously got cut had a lot of great conversations with them, both over Discord and in person, or maybe on Twitter. I really felt like my opinion through the Deadrop process really mattered. I can remember sitting in Dallas at one of the Deadrop events talking to Darren Bacon. We were both speaking about the skybox of cold storage. One of the questions that he asked me was, did I go too big? Is the skybox too big? And, it was 3 a.m. in the morning and I'm sitting there in the lobby of this hotel with the art director of Midnight Society. And he's looking at me, just some random dude, asking me, hey, what do you think about this? And I feel like that was the relationship with all the developers. Every single person that I encountered with Midnight Society was nothing but passionate individuals that cared about what they were doing. And so to everyone that's been a part of Midnight Society over these past few years, I just want to say thank you. And I appreciate the banter back and forth and the discussions that we had, and just had a lot of fun with the Midnight Society crew. A lot of good discussions over the years. So I just want to say I appreciate that. Hope you guys land on your feet. And I know that your work in the future is going to be so exciting to see. One of the things that I'm not going to do in this video is sit here and try to blame on whose fault it was, why it happened the way that it did. Listen, it doesn't matter anymore, right? The game is dead. The studio is shut down, and that's just unfortunate, right? We can sit here and play the blame game all we want to, but at the end of the day, a lot of people lost their jobs. The game that I was really, really enjoying is now dead, and that's super unfortunate, man. Like, that sucks. I firmly believed in this vision of Deadrop. It was different. To start with, there was this large vision of so much, the potential of UGC content, Deadrop creator modes. It was just such a blast. On Tuesday nights, we did the Deadrop creator mode night for a long time, and that was a lot of fun. We ran games that were made by the community, for the community. It was such a blast. And I really looked forward into sinking my teeth into the UGC side of things. There's just something about seeing a gaming community create something out of nothing that just excites me. And I know that UGC wasn't exciting to a lot of people. You know, a lot of other people were excited about VES and VES only, and that's fine. But, you know, for me, it was exciting to see what people were going to come up with and what they were going to create. So that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed deadrop creator modes. But what I will say that was probably peak for me through this whole entire thing is definitely the in-person events. I had such a blast hooking up with the community, hooking up with the developers. Man, what a blast, right? So I went to the LA event, I went to the Dallas event, I went to the Las Vegas event, and all three of those had different vibes and different stories that I could sit here and tell you guys. But listen, any other gaming studio, no way they come close to how fun these events were, right? This was kind of a one-of-a-kind type of experience, right? I absolutely loved meeting people in person that I've talked to on Discord. Maybe I've seen pictures of them online, or maybe I follow them on X or whatever. But then, like, when you first encounter that community guy in person, you laugh, you hug, you're like, dude, it's so awesome to meet you in person. That was a lot of fun for me, and I would probably say that those events were the peak for sure for me. And you know, I could sit here and blab and talk for probably hours on end, but I think I'm just gonna kind of leave it there. You know, this is my initial thoughts. I've been working all day. I saw it on Discord. I saw it on Twitter. I don't know really anything else other than that. I just kind of wanted to put out my last deadrop video as just a way to say, this was fun, but this sucks. And there's not much more to say about that. As for me, what does content mean for me for the future? That's a good question. You know I've played other games on here. I've streamed other games. I created a Battlefield video, I think a couple weeks ago or maybe last week. Those were all, I'm going to be honest with you, those were all kind of filler games and filler videos because the direction that I always wanted to take with my channel was deadrop. That was the bar. I wanted to dive headfirst into deadrop content. As soon as early access hit, man, it was like scrub everything else. I don't care about any other game. I was going to go all in on deadrop. Is that the smartest move that a creator should make? No, absolutely not. But I didn't care. That's the thing. I've got a full-time job. I've got more than enough to support me through this hobby of content creation. So I don't know, man. I say all that. I don't know what the future of my channel looks like. I don't know what I'll do as far as content. Games that I'm excited about, there's Marathon that's coming up. You know, that's to be seen. I don't know what that's going to look like. I'm excited about it, but it's not deadrop. Battlefield. I have been a long life fan of Battlefield and the franchise. I love everything about Battlefield. You know, we're supposed to be seeing a new Battle Royale and a new game drop sometime this year, hopefully. Again, you know, the jury's still out on that. Battlefield kind of had some missteps with 2042, right? So I believe things have changed, but we'll have to wait and see. And then Halo, you know, lifelong fan as well. But we know how Infinite went. You know, the status of Infinite. I don't know what's next other than they're going to be on Unreal Engine. Who knows, man? They had some missteps with no Battle Royale. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling now about my channel when this should be a deadrop video. Anyway, listen, developers, I love you. Hope that you guys land on your feet fast. To the deadrop community, love you guys too. Disagreed with some of you guys, but hey, you'll have disagreements in communities. It is what it is. All love for me. And for now, I'm just going to sit back, kind of contemplate what I want to go after as far as content goes. You know, this may be the end of the road. May not. I don't know. Maybe I take a break and then I come back. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Regardless, loved the past 3 years of this journey. Thank you for everyone that's liked, subbed, commented, interacted with me on my deadrop content. It's been an awesome ride, and all of your support doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you guys again, and I might see you on the next one.